Right, because one of the things that the client is wanting to have happen is for Facebook to be held accountable. And right now, there aren't a whole lot of rules and regulations in place for social media companies. Now, I think we all understand that Facebook or something like Facebook is always going to be around going forward. It's not going away. That's part of the new normal. And so what has to happen is Congress has to have the information, inside information effectively, so that way they know what the company knows and when they knew it. And also, they need to understand that the company knows that there are things in place that can be done to ensure that there is a safe experience on Facebook. Look, whether it's January 6th or genocide in Myanmar, Facebook has had an impact on those things because it is the vehicle by which misinformation is spread globally. So in order for that to be contained, governments need to know what Facebook can do because Facebook knows what tools it has at its disposal, and they're not using it.
One thing that I think has been central in the discussion over the last 24 hours, Andrew, is that Facebook says some of the reports that your client has leaked have been taken out of context, or at least not been shown in full context. Do you think it's possible or fair to say that while some of these reports have suggested internally to executives at Facebook that perhaps their platform is doing harm, that they may be in possession of many other reports that say otherwise, and that they may legitimately have concluded internally that the net effect is they do far more good than they do bad, even if a few single reports that your client has leaked suggest that they do more bad than good?
Well, first, I would defer to the documents that we have first, and that the government has, and that Congress has, okay? And secondly, when they're talking about balancing certain things, what are they balancing against? Are they looking at the choices before them and saying, okay, we understand that we can implement certain processes and procedures to ensure that misinformation and dangerous conspiracy theories aren't flouted about, but will that decrease the amount of meaningful social interactions, as they call it, for people to actually continue and staying on the platform? So, for example, prior to January 6th, during the 2020 election, it is my understanding that the company did implement certain safety measures because of the concerns surrounding the election. However, once the election concluded, they rolled back a large number of those safety mechanisms. And what do you have? You have something like January 6th. So, I do believe that Facebook is a significant contributor to what is going on, and they could do more.
Andrew, just wanted to clarify the position on the SEC cases that you guys have been brought forward. You're alleging that they put profits before safety, but Facebook is a for-profit company, and the SEC's job is to protect shareholders who are very happy, I would think, with Facebook over the years, which continues to survive and surmount all of these scandals, grow its users, its engagements, and its profits, and its shareholder returns. So why go to the SEC?
Well, because Facebook touches so many different things globally, it touches individuals on a personal level. Like we've probably seen the article in the Wall Street Journal about how it's adversely impacted teenagers. Well, that's something that investors should probably know about to assess the value of the company. But it's also true that, we have evidence and information that suggests that or establishes that Facebook had, in fact, padded the numbers of individuals or users on the platform so that way they can make higher revenue off of advertising. That, I would think, is something that could potentially be fraudulent.